Pisces, we're here. We're looking at your weekend love messages. We're going to see what you have in store in regards to love, as well as what you're currently aligning to, so we can get you from here to there. Star. Ooh, some of you guys are experiencing something that feels magical. All right, let's find out. Some of you guys may be dealing with an Aquarius, so go check out their, you can cross watch. Why not? Let's see. Pisces. Pisces. Love. All right. I'm just getting the picture so we can get into your reading. All right, Pisces. Let's look. We're going to keep this over there. Okay, the heart of the matter for you is, interesting. Okay, Pisces. Now this specific message is for those that are not in relationship, okay? For those that are not in relationship, Source says it's time for you to imagine the best case scenario in regards to love. And what would it take for you to be aligned to that? Because there's a part of you that feels very much, Pisces, that I'm never gonna, like, you're telling yourself stories of distance, or how you seem to be the person that doesn't find yourself in the relationship that you imagine in your head, and you're feeling very much like your ideal is so far away, right? And Source is saying, well, it's only far away if you imagine yourself far away from anything, right? Because time isn't linear. Time is actually something that is simply alignment. And if you don't see yourself in relationship, you're not going to find yourself in relationship, because you're actually aligning to not seeing yourself in relationship. Do you understand? The Source says it's very important that you understand how this reality and this paradigm is created. It's created by what you believe to be possible. And if you don't believe that you are meant to be in relationship, and in good relationship, in loving relationship that is functioning, you're not going to find yourself in that relationship. Now, I do see you fantasizing and implementing yourself and your attention regarding love onto someone or onto a situation that is impossible, which will create you out of alignment from what is possible. And Source says, recalibrate, start imagining yourself in a situation with someone that is loving you the same way that you love them. Stop giving validation and value to things that will never align to you having said thing. Yeah. So Source is saying, once you change that perspective of the way you communicate with yourself regarding love, and you see yourself within the connection of alignment of something that feels mutual, that feels that's filled with all of the things that you choose in a relationship, and you create that dialoguing within yourself and you write that story, you will live into that story as soon as you step into creating it in your mind. You will align right into it, right? Because you're no longer away from it in a story that doesn't let you have that. What you're attracting is someone that, okay, yeah. All right, so there's Aquarius here twice. Some of you guys have an Aquarius definitely that is here. Now, for some of you guys, if you're in relationship, it feels very much like the person that you're in relationship with is holding on to what you've done against them. And so they can't feel the love that you want to implement into the relationship moving forward. For those that are married with someone, this person really wants to get into a story where you're on the same page, living into the life that you have been meaning to live into, but they can't get out of you actually not acknowledging what you did so that they can move past it, right? Like, a real apology, dear Pisces, requires taking responsibility for what you did to create the emotion that had that person mistrust you or not believe you or see you in a specific way. If you don't take responsibility for that, all they're left with is the idea that you think it's okay and that you're going to do it again. Period. The end. Now, this person cannot let it go until they feel like your apology takes accountability. Period. The end. And Source is saying that is what will move you into the next chapter, dear Pisces. Now, if you're not in a relationship, Source says you will attract exactly the same situation and relationship until you learn your part in each of the relationships so that you shift that alignment to create that same avatar that performs exactly the same way in what you think is a new story, but you're recreating the same story over and over again. All right. Yeah. So Source says words mean nothing. Okay. Apologies with changed action creates change. Only changed action creates change. Only create action creates change. And that's on both parts, not just your part, dear Pisces. All right. Let's see what will bring you into alignment to the star energy and the Four of Wands. Other than simply changing the story in your mind, it must be actions that are implemented. And Source would like you to come into alignment by honoring the ending of an old chapter and hold your ground. Hold your ground. If you believe that something is meant, you're meant to hold your ground in it. Otherwise, it isn't meant, right? Like, if you want to convince someone that something is meant, then you have to have the conviction that no matter how long it takes, it is meant. Now, if it's meant to be honored as an ending, do that as well so that you can find yourself in the story of love with someone that is willing to meet you in the heart. I hope this helped you, my beautiful Pisces. I love you. I see you. I honor you in your alignment, and I will talk to you on the next one.